I don't care what the package or the recipe says, I just put the whole bag. How do we not taste raw cookie dough? Because we do. And then I'm gonna eat a whole tray. You don't eat the chocolate chunks or chips when you make cookies? I do. We're making a classic here. Chocolate chip cookies, only I have little chunks, so kind of chunky. Same amount as you would chips. I don't care what the package or the recipe says, I just put the whole bag. Who are we kidding? What makes a good cookie is the creaming of butter and sugar together as a foundation. 2 sticks unsalted soft butter, ½ a pound. In the mixer, paddle attachment. We don't want to fluff up the butter, right? Well, we do to some extent, right? But we're really looking to mix granulated sugar, equal parts, ½ a cup each, and dark brown sugar, and the 2 sticks of butter. This is the foundation of your cookie, and you don't want to rush this step. Make sure your mixer's plugged in. So I'm gonna start creaming, which is to say, actually the granules of sugar, both the brown and the granulated, are actually cutting into the butter and aerating it, and that's creating the cookie batter. Salt. So in here, the butter, those 2 types of sugar, the granulated and the dark brown, with the salt. And that's the foundation for the cookie. Now look at this, because this is really how it should look. See how it's like fluffy? All that sugar's mixed in. I'm gonna add a teaspoon of vanilla. Smells so good. I'm gonna add 1 egg. ½ a teaspoon of baking soda. That's everything except the flour and the chip. So we're gonna mix that. Once the egg is kind of integrated, the most important step, and you can't skip it, is just scrape down those sides. We wanna make sure all the ingredients are really well mixed before we add the flour and the chips, because that's the last step. It smells so good, right? Now, up until this point, we've used the paddle. We've been pretty high speed. You can see how this is. Just want to get every bit of this off. Flour, chips, I add them together. From this point on, when we add the flour, we want to do as little mixing as possible to get to our cookie batter. The less we mix the flour, the more tender the batter and the cookies will be. Look at that, right away. It should happen pretty quickly, and this part you should really do by hand. Look at that. Just a few mixes with the spatula by hand to get the flour and the chocolate chunks in here. If you want to add nuts, this would be the moment. I'd add a cup of walnuts. Yeah, pretty much walnuts. Pecans would be cool here too, a cup maybe. But I kind of like mine without nuts. What about you? Let me know in the comments. So this, I'm going to refrigerate and I'm going to bake them off. It doesn't look like much, but ooh, is that good. How do we not taste raw cookie dough? Because we do. Oh yeah. What I love is the vanilla and the salt. Salt and chocolate chip cookie dough, without it, you are lost. I'm gonna refrigerate this for a few hours. Then I'm gonna ball them up. I'm gonna make pretty big ones. This batter usually makes, say 3 dozen if I'm reasonable about the size, but I'm not. So we're looking at literally 18 to 22 cookies. I'll ball them up, I'll chill them even more, then I'm gonna bake them off. And then I'm gonna eat a whole tray, pretty much alone, with ½ a gallon of milk. I'm actually bringing these to a lunch tomorrow, so I'm pretty nervous. And it's cool if you can make these ahead of time, ball them up, let them get cold in the fridge. You can even keep them balled up in the freezer in a bag and just bake one off when you want one. 350, 8 to 10 minutes, depending. If you like them a little crispier and a little more cooked, maybe 12 minutes. So I'm gonna refrigerate this batter, ball them up, and then let them sit in the fridge wrapped up overnight and bake them off tomorrow, and I'll show you the results. Classic chocolate chip cookies from scratch. 350, 8 to 10 minutes, depending. If you like them a little crispier and a little more cooked, maybe 12 minutes.